everybody, it is the Conservative Coin Collector. Welcome back to my channel. And today, I have a brief history and some surprising uses for silver. If there is anything I love, it is silver. This Standard Liberty quarter is 98% silver. And silver is actually up right now at $32 an ounce. And it's only going to get more valuable from here. Silver was first mined 5,000 years ago. It was first mined in 3000 BC in what is now modern day Turkey. And what silver did was, when it was first mined, it helped all the countries around ancient Greece flourish. More than 5,000 years later, silver is mined at an all-time high. How much silver was mined in 2019? More than 800 million ounces, which, quite frankly, 800 million ounces of anything is a lot. If you've seen what 1 troy ounce of silver looks like, imagine having 800 million of those. That would fill up your whole room and then some. Silver has quite a lot of uses. Although it may no longer be in US American coins, they can use them to make troy ounces of silver. And what else do they use silver for? One of the uses they use it for is photography. When it comes to modern day digital photography, silver is no longer used. It was used back in the film days. Back when you would go to a dark room and develop your photos and you don't know if you blinked or not. And the photos you had is the photos you'll get. Nowadays, in photography, silver is used in high quality prints. It is not silver exactly, but it's in the form of silver halide crystals. And yes, it's still used in digital photography today, but not as widely as back in the day when film was used. Another use for silver is in US passports. That's right. If you want to go to Russia for your wedding anniversary, Russia's a bad example. Who wants to go to Russia nowadays? Let's say you even want to go to the Bahamas. You have to have a passport. And silver is used in those passports. The RFID chip that is in passports today is made of silver. It's the same RFID chip that's in a lot of products to help stores inventory their products. It's used along the old-fashioned barcodes that you'll also see in stores. It's that same RFID chip that does contain silver. Another use for silver is it helps you purify your drinking water. Silver has a lot of antibacterial and antimicrobial qualities. And they don't put it directly into your water, but silver helps purify your water. And it's now used as a replacement to the lead-based bonds that were in the pipes. Well, in between the pipes, rather. Water purification plants use silver ions to purify and detoxify our water. And it's even used in some carbon-based water filters, too. So, drink up. Another use for silver is in solar and nuclear power. Now, a lot of people say nuclear power is like the devil's power. But nuclear power is actually very clean and very efficient. But I'm not going to get into that. But what solar and nuclear power do with silver is it's actually very thermoconductive. It has the best thermal and electrical conductivity of all the metals. Silver is actually good at controlling nuclear power and slowing meltdowns. To slow nuclear reactions, they put a silver rod in the core of the nuclear reactor. The silver captures the neutrons and slows the impeding reaction. And if you want the reaction to get faster and start up again, you remove the silver rod. Let's say you don't have a nuclear reactor in your backyard and you're not young Sheldon Cooper and you don't know how to build one yourself, how do you get silver other than your coins? Your electronics have silver. They also have trace amounts of gold in them because gold helps conduct electricity, but silver does as well. You can find silver in a lot of your electronics because of how conductive it actually is. When it comes to modern day technology like our phones and our laptops and our computers and all that, they literally rely on silver. And let's say one day all the silver disappears, so will all your electronics, because that's how heavily they rely on silver. Silver is also used in transportation, mainly in aerospace engineering. And in your regular everyday cars, it's again used in the electronics as well, being that cars today are 99% computerized. In fact, the thing that relies on silver the most in your car is your window defroster. The window defroster relies on silver the most, and if there was no silver in your car, you would have to rely on the old ice scraper. And I know a lot of us don't have the time in the morning because we want to stay warm while our car warms up before we go to work. I live in a place that snows, so I heavily rely on the window defroster myself. So that's another reason to take silver not for granted, but just to love it in everything that I do. You could also find it in your car mirror, and actually a lot of non-car mirrors have it too. It's also in your antifreeze. It also lines the bearings in your engine to keep everything moving and lubrication all good. It's also being researched as a replacement for the platinum in the catalytic converters, which silver is cheaper than platinum, but at the rate it's going right now, it could be neck and neck before I know it. The last and one of the weirder uses I have, if the other uses weren't weird and interesting, is in medicine. And similar to the lines of photography, it's used in x-ray machines, which I suppose x-rays are photos of inside your body. And independent of what x-ray it is, it could also have a lot of radiation, the same type of radiation that can give you cancer, so don't get too many x-rays if you get x-rays, but that's beside the point. They also use it in medicine due to its antimicrobial properties. It's used on anti-stretch socks and surgical equipment and in ointments, and you may actually see colloidal silver. That is a type of silver. And again, it's because of its antimicrobial and antibacterial properties that they use it in medicine. Now, let's say you do use colloidal silver as something to treat your ailment. Don't drink too much of it, or else you'll turn like a grayish blue color. There's actually a famous case of somebody using too much colloidal silver, and it turned their skin blue, known as Papa Smurf. That's what he was known as. This is, or rather was, the guy known as Papa Smurf after having too much colloidal silver. Because apparently, as of the 26th of September 2013, he had passed away from a heart attack and a stroke. So rest in peace to this guy. And with that being said, I'm going to let y'all go. My name is the Conservative Coin Collector. With that being said, I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and share, hit the bell icon. Until next time, I'm signing off. So long, YouTube.